Welcome to Planet Raconteur's Holiday Special 2020. I am your host, Yuck Nassty, along with Papa Dave. We are here to wish you all a happy holidays.
Absolutely, Yuck, and we want to thank each and every one of you for a fantastic year, 2020. And as crazy as it's been, now all of us here at Planet Raconteur are grateful for the support that you've given us over the year, and just want to let you know that we're coming back in 2021 bigger and better than ever. So look forward to that.
That's right. And also, our brother Bobby Anthem is not with us tonight, but he recorded an amazing message for you, which we will play right now.
Hey, this is the Inhuman Bobby Anthem wishing to you a very, very happy holiday season. I wish I could be there to celebrate with you in person, but unfortunately, due to a combination of social distancing, severe social anxiety, and the fact that I will be spending this time with my children, I'm not available to be there with you. But don't sweat it, because we don't know what the future has in store. At some point, I might end up knocking at your door. We don't know. But until then, whether you celebrate Hanukkah, the winter solstice, Festivus, Saturnalia, Christmas, Kwanzaa, life in general, or whatever you wish, I sincerely hope you are able to do that to the absolute fullest. Also, don't forget my brothers, Yuck Nassty, Papa Dave, and myself will be back in the new year to spread our own brand of joy, as only we know how to do it. And that's a fact. So once again, I wish unto you an overwhelmingly happy holiday season. Peace and love.
The following story sums up how we all feel about the end of 2020. Here is an open letter to St. Nick by G. Allen Wilibanks.
And once more, everybody, from our family to yours, happy holidays.
An Open Letter to St. Nick, written by G. Allen Wilibanks. Dear Santa, let me start by saying that I have been a very good boy this year. By good, I of course mean that I haven't done anything that might get me arrested. Detained and questioned for a few hours, maybe, but not actually arrested. And by year, I mean January and February, since I don't consider the rest of this crap fest we call 2020 to count. Since March, I've been basically huddled in a hole with a large rock pulled over my head. So the opportunities to do anything that might put me on your naughty list have been severely limited. I expect bonus points for this, despite what that snitch elf on a shelf may have been telling you. I think we both know from past experience that little guy is a liar and should have been fired as your field representative a long time ago. Now, on to my list of demands. I mean requests. First, I would like world peace. Not because I actually care what happens outside my own backyard, but because I know that kind of selfless request is the only guaranteed way to get your attention. If I start with what I really want, you'll just assume that I'm one of the thousands of selfish individuals who only think of themselves. By the way, I think that is a terribly unfair assumption, and you should take a good long look at yourself before you start judging others so harshly. I mean, come on. If you have the power to grant world peace, why haven't you done it already? Seems pretty callous of you to sit in your ivory tower all year long and let the rest of us suffer, don't you think? My next request would normally be for the opportunity to spend the holidays with my family. I'm not going to waste a wish on that particular ask this year, since I've spent the last 10 months locked in a small residential home with the whole Wilibanks brood, and I've frankly had my fill of family togetherness. There's only so much bliss and closeness one human being can stand. Instead, I'm hoping that you might find some way to get them all out of the house at the same time for a few hours so I could sit on the couch in my underwear and watch a few things on television that I actually want to see. I'm getting a little tired of the kids hiding the remote control after setting the screen to an endless cycle of K-pop videos. Which brings me to wish number 3. Is there anything you can do to make those K-pop videos go away? Not forever, just a couple of days would be nice. Number 4, there is a woodpecker that keeps landing on my house and pecking holes in the side of the eaves. Is there anything you can do about that? You could even make it look like an accident if that helps. Do birds have heart attacks? Nobody would suspect foul play if the damn bird just toppled out of a tree one day. It happens all the time, am I right? Just give us some thought. I'll leave the actual method of removal to you. Whatever the method you choose, though, you should probably burn this letter afterwards so we don't leave a paper trail. Number 5, is there a way to proactively get myself placed on the liver donor list? I seem to have done quite a bit of damage to mine during the past year. My doctor says I can't get on the list until I completely obliterate the poor thing, but if I wait until then, it seems like it would be much too late. I'm hoping you can get me early access. If early access to the liver list isn't possible, maybe you could get me a couple nice bottles of whiskey. At least I could finish the job I've already started in style. And, oh, hey, speaking of liver failure, that might be a good idea for taking out that damn woodpecker. Just think about it, that's all I'm asking. 6, I don't need any socks, ties, or coffee mugs. I have plenty still stocked up from previous holidays. For the love of God, please knock it off with that sort of shit. 7, as a personal request, please leave the family stockings on the front porch this Christmas. I know you do a lot of traveling this time of year and visit people all over the world. The rest of us are staying home and practicing appropriate social distancing. And since I have no idea what sort of precautions you're taking, if any, I would prefer you stay out of my house. Nothing personal, I just don't need you spreading whatever germs you've collected all over my living room. On a side note, when you get back to the North Pole, you might want to isolate yourself from Mrs. Claus for a couple of weeks as well, just to be on the safe side. Finally, I would like this year to end. I know it's going away soon anyway, but anything you could do to speed up the process would be greatly appreciated. Maybe you could let the baby New Year know he can show up a couple weeks early this time around. I don't think anybody would complain. To sum up, I've been a good boy and deserve presents, world peace, family harmony, blah, 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 stop K-pop, kill the woodpecker, burn this letter, new liver, ditch the socks, and stay out of my house. Am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, Merry Christmas.